Well, welcome back to video 2 of our pre-learning series on logarithms. And again, they're very conversational, so there's nothing very precise. I just want you to be there, part of the conversation, listen to what I have to say about it, and hopefully it will give you a bit of an introduction into logarithms. So here we go with video 2. We talked last video about the fact that a to the power of x equals y can be rearranged to give log base a of y equals x. And it's our way of getting an unknown thing that we're trying to find in the power to be the subject of the equation, the subject of the formula. So that's what we're doing. And so what I'm going to do in this video is just actually show you a couple of quick evaluations. So let's imagine that you're asked these questions. First of all, log base 2 of 16. That's a pretty simple one. So again, go back to what this says. It says a to the power of what equals y. So down here we're saying 2 to the power of what equals 16. And I hope that you can see that that what is 4. 2 to the power of 4 equals 16. If on the other hand you wanted to change it into exponential form, you would write log base 2 of 16 equals, say, x, which would be rearranged to give 2 to the power of x equals 16, and you could go through using your exponential equation rules there to determine x is 4. Here's another one, log base 7 of 1 over 49. So log base 7 of 1 over 49. So again, this is now 7 to the power of what is equal to 1 over 49. That's what the question's asking. Rearranged into exponential form, 7 to the power of x equals 1 over 49. The easiest way to do this is probably to rearrange a little bit. So log base 7 is 1 over 7 squared. So that 1 over 49 is 1 over 7 squared. And I've said this in class, and I really think it's true. You don't have to memorize all those powers, but knowing and just being aware, just going, oh, 49, that's a special number, it's a power. And then using that knowledge and coming back to that 49 is a really helpful tool. So I know 49 is 7 squared. And I know using my negative indices laws that I can write this down as log base 7 of 7 to the power of negative 2. Just bring that up and make it negative. And then the question is now asking 7 to the power of what equals 7 to the power of negative 2. And clearly that what must be negative 2. And so the answer is log base 7 of 1 over 49 is negative 2. And again, you can try that in your calculator if you'd like to. The last question I might just quickly ask is, well, actually it won't be the last question, I'll do another one after this, but let's say log base 3 of 1. And this will bring us to one of the log laws, which we'll talk about in the next video. Log base 3 of 1. This is asking us 3 to the power of what equals 1. So I could rearrange this into an exponential over here as 3 to the power of what, or maybe I could use an x, equals 1. And hopefully you recall that the only time you get to 1 is if that x is 0. So it has to be 3 to the power of 0 equals 1. And actually it turns out log base 7 of 1 equals 0. Log base 20 of 1 equals 0. Log base a of 1 equals 0. It doesn't really matter what a is. The only way to get to 1 where you have a power is if that power is 0. So there's a nice little rule there that you'll see more and more. And lastly, let's just finish off that question from last lesson, from the last video. Log base 2 of 7 equals what? And this was rearranged to give 2 to the power of x equals 7. And if you want to do this on your calculator, it's pretty easy. So I'll just go to the calculator now. So if you want to do this on a calculator, here's my calculator screen. I'll just go into the Run Matrix menu there. I hope it's not too small for you. But the Run Matrix, I'll press Execute. And inside the Run Matrix screen, I'll just delete this. I want to use a log base a of b. So you'll see down here you have a log button, but that means log base 10. And you have an ln button, and that means log base e, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. Don't worry about that for now. You can use a log base 10 though. But if you want to use just a general log, then you need to go into your option menu here, and you want to choose Calculate, F4, and then move along the menu, and you'll find that, so it's F6, and then F4 again is log base a of b. So I select that. And I can do log base 2. Remember, we thought it was about 2.8, by the way. Log base 2 of 7, and it's 2.807. And so that's how you can do a log on a calculator. So I think I'm going to actually stop that video there. I'll write the 2.807 now. And I'll stop our second pre-learning video there. And the last pre-learning video, I'm going to talk about the log laws briefly. And I'll probably actually prove one of them just because that's the kind of thing I enjoy. But just to give you a bit of a heads up on the proof and the type of proof you might see as well. Thanks.